I want to be really dark about it.
The map's going to be Tal'Darim Altar, which is kind of an interesting final map.
It's an old map.
They each got the choice to downvote, and the downvoted maps were Shakuras and Ohana, interestingly. Surprised to see Tal'Darim Altar not downvoted.
I haven't casted on this map in so long. We canned this map so long ago at GSL. But now we got it here. I'm sure you played on it. It's a very popular map, or was on the ladder. Anyways, introducing our players.
Down on the bottom left, one of the two players in this game from Team Karante, the Zerg player VortiX.
And at the bottom right, the other one of the two players in this game are Terran, the older brother. He is LucifroN.
Now, in general, I would give the edge to VortiX in this map. This is an excellent map for Mutalist-based play, for aggressive Zergling counterattacking. There are, in fact, rocks at the third base, so...
That's super annoying for Zerg. And this distance actually is going to give Terran an edge. Terran can do a really solid push here onto the second base of the Zerg right here.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of funny because on pretty much most maps, your third base is creepable for queen openings, can cover it, but this is really going to be the third base choice for VortiX, which is super awkward. You don't really want to have to try to expand creep all the way like that unless you're TLO and you just build a hatch cancel there and spread creep from this middle.
Yeah.
LucifroN looks like he will be going for barracks first. He doesn't want to run the risk of doing some command center first because, honestly, almost any opening you do as Terran is quite vulnerable.
Well, I'm going to call it right now. I think LucifroN's got this unless VortiX does something crazy.
Well, let's make this more adversarial, and I honestly think VortiX has got this.
Well, touche, sir. Looks like we got the barracks going down here.
No gas yet taken, so LucifroN is just going to be doing some standard play. This SCV moving out, likely just going to be doing some standard scouting. And we already see that waypoint all the way. I found it. I found the end of the waypoint.
It keeps going, Sean.
No pot of gold, just a bend.
There's the other point there. By the way, guys, online, thank you so much for being so sweet to me with my broken rib right now.
Yeah, Nick is actually casting with a busted rib right now.
Right now.
Which is one of the reasons why I'm trying my hardest to be not funny. It is a concerted effort.
Thank you for laughing. I'm like, ow. But it's okay. I'm on a bunch of painkillers right now, so I feel totally groovy.
You feel
casting.
fantastic.
I feel great, man. I should break more ribs.
I hope that doctor's watching. Extra special shout out to him.
Yep. Thanks for the sick prescription, doc. So the second hatch is going to finish up here.
LucifroN's almost committed to going for Hellion at this point in time. This shouldn't be a surprise to VortiX. LucifroN has to.
Right.
It's the only way to both defend that wide open space and aggress against the wide open space. Marines are just too slow.
And I don't know, man. If you're in VortiX's spot, what do you think he's going to do?
I mean, if I were in VortiX's spot, I would have downvoted Tal'Darim Altar.
Ow. That hurt. My ribs.
Well, this is weird. VortiX is actually flooding Zerglings. He has 8. He's going to be going up to, what is it? No, he is chilling at 8. Honestly, if I were in VortiX's shoes, I think that there's a number of options that are quite strong on this map. Doing this sort of the old Keurig style of ling baneling pressure into a third, I like it quite a bit because you get the Zerglings out early to kill off these rocks, and then you ling baneling aggress the front and take your third base in a comfortable position. But oh my god, VortiX catches LucifroN off guard. LucifroN was not anticipating this at all, is way out of position. Lift it. Whoa! Oh, LucifroN may have just lost the game at this early stage. VortiX waltzing right in.
I can't believe that. That is so shocking. Well, he did lose a lot of SCDs. To be precise, it was 4.
But still, losing the Marines, losing any opportunity to do pressure, a huge return already on those resources. And we're seeing the standard timing about 5:15 on those geysers. Queens out, Hellions being produced. What do you do as LucifroN? You're going to try to go Hellion Banshee and deal huge damage, but Hellion Banshee has not really been seen that much on this map because...
No, it was before that was popular.
This map was fired long before that strategy
It's true,
arrived.
man. This map is old. I wonder how long we're going to see this map, actually, in StarCraft 2. You know?
Well, at least 12 hours.
At least 12 more hours of it, right? We got we got this starport now. He's going to go and take a Banshee here. Hellions being made right now. So, yeah, let's see this kind of a modernized style on an older map and see how it works.
Per usual, VortiX is going to be going for the Evo. It's probably going to need another Evo, maybe a fourth queen. This is a wide entrance.
Yeah, pretty big berth there. Layer just now starting. He may go for mutas here or infestors.
Yeah, Mutalisks are a little easier to manipulate on this map to put pressure on this expansion, but I mean it's so difficult because the positions are so close for Terran.
Right. Maybe infestors the better way to go. Bungling Marines, they try to push you pretty heavily. Hellions coming up here now, going to try to damage some of these queens.
This is a nice, again with the missile attack upgrade. Now, in terms of the third hatch at this position, VortiX needs to just plant it right here in his main base. There's really no other alternative. It's just so hard to get a third base. LucifroN has the nice benefit of seeing a single Evo chamber researching. He knows that there's been a delay in VortiX's upgrades.
He's hiding the Banshees again. I wonder how surprised the VortiX will actually be when this comes out.
Mm-hmm. LucifroN not willing to take any pot shots at this point. I think LucifroN is not going to be surprising VortiX, who does have the double Spore Crawler tech up. Wall-off going down at the front. No need to build a bunker because all his Marines are dead.
That's true. Don't waste your money on that.
Third command center down.
He may even go mech from here. Totally possible. Totally doable. Nope. Barracks instead. Going to do a timing push then.
This is kind of a...
No add-on, though, at the factory. Weird. All right, here we go.
Some mass swapping. I like the structure. I like this play on this map. And VortiX is just over-assuming he's going straight down the mech path, but there is potential for the roaches to do considerable damage. There's the pre-cloak, so that way VortiX doesn't see anything approaching on the minimap. And already an Overseer to repel.
Nicely done there. The Banshee is going to continue to back up now. Hellions doing a lot of damage here, but this won't do that much. Transfuse is going to be easily administered here. Pushing more towards the front.
Second transfuse. VortiX is just in amazing shape. LucifroN now flooding with bunkers, getting his first Marines. He's going to have as many Marines as he has bunkers in a moment.
Well, they're going to get 1-1 here very soon. Right now, nobody really able to hurt the other, you know?
I will say that LucifroN theoretically should be in the better position right now. There's no third for VortiX. VortiX actually has to head south and kill off these rocks before he attacks, buying a lot more time for these bunkers to get up. Tank, siege mode, stim, medevacs, all about to pop out. LucifroN is getting himself a nice structure, and he's about to be up against Roach only.
Third base could be actually taken here. That could be a little bit risky, but... You know, with Roach, you just have the meat to kind of fight off a Terran army. You know, it's much less finesse and much more raw strength.
Meanwhile, mid-map, we see the Hellions still hanging out. Banshees are starting to pick off the Roaches. I think VortiX is realizing, oh my gosh, my opponent is not going mech.
That's a lot of Roaches.
Oh my gosh.
SCV's coming up here. This could be bad.
Siege tank at the far backside. Oh, this is going to go very poorly for VortiX unless he gets the perfect angles off, but I'm not sure he will.
Those Roaches are getting stuck over there by the bunker.
Oh, God, a really rough position for VortiX right now. He has to do maximum damage. He's picking off a couple of units, but he is throwing away a ton of Roaches.
Yeah, there could be a counterattack later on. There's so many Roaches doing so much damage right now, but it doesn't matter because Banshees can clean it up. And those Roaches were not, expendable. We have a supply lead now of 80 to 69 here. And, man, he gets a few siege tanks out. He can push that second easily.
Yeah, now LucifroN getting the medevac reactor incoming. Easily going to pull all this Marine Marauder over to take out these rocks. I mean, I think VortiX was just thwarted by the fact that he didn't have an easily accessible third base. So now he's only just beginning to start mining gas from here at the 12:30 mark. Yuck.
Well, third base could be taken over by LucifroN over in the far right. I do see a push coming, though, that will be very hard to stop. 1-1 is going to finish. I don't think he's going to push out just yet with that. There's more barracks about to complete here, so there's going to be a barracks explosion. We have the Banshee's going to come over here and see if they can do any damage. No detectors here.
Well, there's an Overseer hanging out in the middle, but I think he will be able to at least pick off one queen. It's going to be pretty far away. Can he get the transfuse? He does manage to pick it off.
Nicely done. And this Banshee will go down.
Oh,
right?
Whoa!
What? No.
What? Oh, but he did manage to open up an entrance
okay,
in front.
he could do some damage here. This is exactly what LucifroN needs right now.
This is how he won game 1, was with incredible work
Yeah.
and harassment. And there's no speed on these Zerglings. No, there's speed on these Zerglings, Nick.
Not too much damage done there. The third is taken. Tieren's not really being touched. He's the one that's harassing all the harassing the Zerg right now. I think VortiX really regretting not downvoting this map.
Yeah, I mean, this is a difficult spot. Getting those 1-1 upgrades. Now there's 1-1 Zerglings, 1-1 Roaches, about to be 1-2 in both of those categories. LucifroN now pulling around to the backside. He is going to spot the Hive going down. How many more kills will he get on these Banshees? These have been absolute heroes. And you know, Nick, I don't think we've gotten a chance to see the Terran army in quite some time, and it is looking pretty intimidating.
Yeah, that's pretty sizable. And, you know, with the supply lead and the close distances, I mean, what are you going to do? You're just going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm. Oh, gosh, this Banshee already pulling far away to the backside. Spire en route. VortiX is taking kind of a risky 4th base, but this is the correct position to play risky.
You know, even with Fungals, I don't know if he actually can hold this. Fungals slow you down, which is, I think, the bigger part, and of course, along with the damage. But, I mean, this is such a close distance here.
LucifroN continuing to pick off drones.
Yeah, you know,
middle.
All right, pushing with a small army over here. Oh, nice pickup.
Oh, poor Marines wish that they were a little bit smaller and could fit in.
You know, it's interesting because you don't see the infestors out. He's waiting for like a drop or something else to catch with the infestors, but in fact, it looks like LucifroN's just going to do a push over here at the front.
LucifroN is doing these weird little pushes forward with small amounts of units. He's trying to bait out an infestor and then trying to pick it off, and it looks like he still wants to head up. And he get any? He gets
one. And a pickup. Very nice.
And he's going to re-unload directly underneath. Unload, and he will be able to pick off 2 if he target fires quickly, but he ends up missing. Still a single infestor.
All right, he's being super cautious. All right, it's go time.
Uh-oh.
He's going to push out now. Zerg's going to get into position. Zerg's going to try to counter at the 3rd. Watch carefully. This is going to be very technical.
This is going to be a difficult spot for both players. LucifroN has very nice defense at the front line, but none at the back. So I think a counterattack would definitely deal some pretty sickening damage to LucifroN at this stage. But VortiX is pulling back. He's pretty much been dry on counterattacks all game long. He's going for it. Is he going to try to push up? No, just continued back and forth action.
All right, edging up here. Clean up some creep tumors. Notice he's being very cautious. He's hoping that VortiX is going to bite the bait. VortiX does not have the option to flank here either, by the way.
Oh, loses an infestor at the front line.
LucifroN is so sick, actually. What a boss.
LucifroN playing very, very well. This expansion is completely exposed. Absolutely nothing that VortiX can do about it. Looks like LucifroN is going to be going for this back natural expansion. He will run into a Spore Crawler, but he's going to be pulling straight on back over, and it looks like a runaround attack from LucifroN.
All right, the army is not in position. Siege mode is going to... Nope, not yet. Here we go. Broodlords are almost out.
There's the redrop from LucifroN at the backside. This is getting so tense, Nick.
Yeah, I know. This is like... All right, let's see if you notice the drop. And the Broodlords, of course, going to be very hard to deal with. I think LucifroN might have waited too long to engage this.
LucifroN does not actually
There's
have
no Vikings, right?
Medevacs. Or excuse me, not any Vikings. Nope. Oh, no. Is a target fire attempted at the 3rd. LucifroN getting a little overeager. This is way too bold. Massive damage on that Marine line. More Marines try to step into the fray. They're not really going to be able to take this hatch out. We're seeing the Corruptors start to dwindle down the medevac count. That's going to be really bad for the unit retention. VortiX, oh my god. VortiX has just taken down attacks all-in style attack.
Well, I'm surprised by this. I really thought LucifroN should have pushed a little bit sooner, because once you wait for Broodlords, that's when this army like this is going to be useless. Is he making Vikings now? He's got 2 on the way.
Triple factory again.
And only 2 Vikings out now. And, oh, man, I feel like now VortiX can come back and possibly win this.
Oh, wow. VortiX
just hit the 3rd base hard.
Nice defense. Has locked his opponent down to 3 bases. And that bottom base is quite vulnerable. A small drop might be able to pick it off. But, I mean, in LucifroN's shoes, do you feel comfortable enough to do that? You're going to be under fire at your natural expansion right away.
Well, you know, pushing here, he's going to get a lot of depots and get access to the 3rd and the 2nd. Let's see if he does that. Nope, going to use the high ground instead.
Here we have the Vikings. Even though they're getting fungal, they do have the safety of the high ground. A few will fall, 4 Vikings being produced at a time. No drop yet.
Continuing to close in now. I don't even know why he's moving
Command.
these siege tanks up here. This is actually really weird.
He's trying to make sure that he doesn't get fungled. He's starting to dance around with his Marines, but the
that
tanks
was
are a
not
little
a
too
good
far
idea at
forward.
all.
Oh, and he loses the natural expansion anyways. VortiX is closing in. LucifroN is running
It
low on
could be
options.
just like the GG.
GG.
I was going to say it could be just like the WCS European Finals. VortiX is going to move on.
3-2 LucifroN.
Yeah, sick.
With that loss, LucifroN is now eliminated. He was the last remaining Terran in the tournament. And in the other results, we have Rain taking out Idra 3-1, Creator taking down Illusion 3-0. We have Killer impressively taking down Titan 3-0. Titan who knocked Curious and CJ Antis' hero out. And with this final result, VortiX will advance. So there are 4 foreigners and 4 Korean in the top 8.